After a win in the Premier League over Tottenham, a wonderful comeback 4-3 win. Chelsea will be facing Astana in the midweek fixture. Thursday, the Europa Conference League returns. Obviously, last week there was no Europa Conference League. There was a subsequent Premier League fixture in Southampton versus Chelsea, which we matched them 5-1. And as you can see, Tottenham made it 5 wins out of 5. In our last 5 games, we have had 5 wins, obviously. And this Thursday, we'll be taking on the Kyrgyzstan league runner-up in Astana FC, who are 23 position in the Conference League with 4 points in 4 games, 1 draw and 2 losses. They win TSC, losing to TSN and Pofas, and then drew their last match against Victoria. And they are in second place in the just concluded Kyrgyzstan Premier League, just 1 point behind the league winners. They have won 6 in their last 10, drew 1 and lost 10. Whereas Chelsea, we have 12 points, winning all 4 Conference League games and top of the table, top of the Conference League. And in our last 10 matches, we have won 7 games and we have drew 2 and we have lost against Newcastle. The only match we have lost in our last 10 games against Newcastle at the Carabao Cup, which we crashed out. Tana, in their league form is very, very good. Their Europa League form, I think they are in playoff position. They're in 23. They qualify for playoff. Their league has ended. Their players are fresh. They haven't been playing any match since their last match, Victoria. Yeah, they haven't played any match in a week. But before we get into the preview, make sure you like this video. 50 likes will go a very long way to tell you agree that I'm doing something right here. And at the end of the video, you like what I'm doing here, I want to see more of me. Make sure you subscribe, because the algorithm said that more than 70% of you haven't been subscribing to the channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And they have some serious good players like Chinedu Godfrey and Marin Tomavo or something like that. I don't really know, you get me. What am I expecting in this game? This is all you need to know about this team. Are they a good team? Yes, but this is another Southampton match. This is another Noah match. Them resting doesn't mean shit. We are turning up with a new 11, a whole new 11 that has rested for 1 week as well. You get me? And I'm expecting us to win. I'm expecting the likes of Mudryk to turn up, the likes of Nkunku, because we know they are going to be starting these games, to turn up, Madueke to turn up. Because obviously Madueke has been pushed to the second, to the team B, because the way Pedro Neto has been going, Jordan Sancho, man. Madueke is actually fighting for his spot in the first team right now as we speak. He's fighting for his spot. So obviously I'm expecting him to start this match. And Astana have a very, very good form, but not in the Europa League, in the Conference League. I'm not expecting a hard fixture like Heidenheim. You get me? Against Heidenheim, I made a mistake by checking only their Bundesliga place in the league. I didn't check where they are in the Europa Conference League. So, and as you can see that, if you check that preview, at the point when I checked where they are in the Conference League, I was like, wow, what the fuck? They're really a good side. But in Astana is a different case. Kyrgyzstan League is not all that. And it's very, very cold out there. It's very, very cold out there. They are in -22 as of yesterday, on Monday. That shows you it's going to be a very, very cold night in the Kyrgyzstan League. So obviously the boys might be traveling definitely today. Maybe by the time this video will be out, they already travel to Kyrgyzstan. So I'm expecting us. We have been on form. We have won our last 10 games. We are unbeaten in last 5. We are unbeaten in the Europa Conference League. I'm expecting us to to perfectly continue. And this is what the so-called Team B, because I don't see them as Team B, you get me, but the so-called Team B, we have seen players from that team, get shot at the first team. Players like Berababishu, well, obviously players like Pedro Neto, players like Joao Felix, they have had chance at the first team, definitely. You get me? Players like Jorgensen, who had his first Premier League start against Southampton. We have seen some of these players move over, to the first team, to the Premier League, start the Premier League match, that kind of stuff. So I'm really, really expecting. And as you can see, in our last two matches, we have had two separate squad. A separate squad for Southampton and a separate squad for Tottenham. And we know we in every match we like kind of rip everything up, drop a new squad, and it's still basically the same thing. You get me? And when I made the lineup for this game, it was very, very hard, because for the midfield, given that Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo and Romeo Lavia, they all started our game in the weekend, even though Romeo Lavia only played for first half. And that begs the question: is he going to start this? Is he going to be in this match? Is he going to start this week? I don't know if he was registered. I'm not really sure if he was registered for the Conference League. I think he is. I really think he is. I think he is. Moses Caicedo, I'm not sure he's going to start. Enzo Fernandez, that's the thing, you get me. And our backline with Wesley Fofana, who is still out, and Reece James. Obviously, Reece James, I think he was registered. Don't know, but he couldn't even travel. Even if he was registered, he couldn't play. But Wesley Fofana has been out, and that make them Benoit Badiashile move to the first team. We saw him play against Tottenham, which was not so good. Tosin Amrabat, who was tested in the following week. So, and that's like kind of give me complication on what our backline would look like. Predicting this lineup was really, 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 really tough. These days we can't really predict what Enzo Maresca would go with, because that man is full of surprises. You get me? Like a match against Tottenham, I was a little bit not really, really surprised. But I was surprised with I wasn't really surprised with Caicedo going into the number 2 position, because he played as a 2 in that match. You get me? So these were my concerns. But apart from that, Astana is not all that. Kyrgyzstan, anywhere we meet them, we'll turn it into our home, and I'm expecting us to put them on spleef. Like I said, gynecology setting. Like, this team is so good that it gives me confidence going into matches. Even when against Tottenham we were 2-0 up, I was telling people we are going to win this match 4-2 confidently. I said it confidently that we were going to win the match 4-2. Like, I've seen this team play. I know what we can, like, on our day, I know what we can give. Get me? And so far so good. We have been on a very, very good form. And when a team is on good form, it kind of breeds confidence. Kind of shows, okay, we could do something like this, or we could do more than this. You get me? You get? But first of all, let's get into the starting 11. So on the screen here are the players I have selected for the match. This is my predicted 11 for the Chelsea versus Astana game. You get me? Obviously, in goal post, we have the best keeper at the club right now, Flip Jorgensen, who I believe, I've said this countless times, that I believe he should be starting for us. I believe he should be our first goalkeeper, our first choice goalkeeper. You get me? And on the right wing, we have Balogusto, who obviously came in the weekend, second half, for Romeo Lavia. I think he was a game changer for us in that match. He was a game changer, because when we saw him, when he came in, Moses Caicedo kind of moving to the middle of the park, and we have a little bit more fluid than we were in the first half. You get me? And I just hope we don't go, because obviously I said in my review for the Chelsea versus Tottenham game, I said that in our first 15 minutes, I don't know, the team presses us. You get me? And I just hope we don't concede early in this match. Obviously, we are qualified, whether we win or we lose. You get me? We already qualified. So, but I'm expecting us to win this match, just for to keep the confidence going. You get me? And my 2 centre back is Disaster Disasi. This man here, like I said, he should move on, but against Southampton, he obviously scored a goal. It wasn't really all that. He's not the best technically, but yeah, he starts. And Tosin Amrabat, a man I think he should easily be starting for our first team. Very, very good on the ball. Well, I won't be surprised if Enzo Maresca go with Renato Vega in that position, Tosin in this assist position, and slot Cucurella here. But for this Balogusto, obviously we haven't had any updates on the Josh Archampong contract situation, whether he has extended or stuff, because I would have easily slot him there easily. But on the left wing, I have Renato Vega. You all know my feelings about this player. I love him so much. The player I love. I think when it comes to Renato Vega, I'm a little bit biased. Even when people say, yeah, he's slow, he's this, he's that. Bro, I don't even care. I love this player. You get me? I love him. He's a very, very good player. He might be slow and all that, but we know the quality he possesses. He can play anywhere. He can play as a centre back. He can play as a DM. He can play as a midfield. He can play as a left back. You get me? And you could understand he came from a different league, from Basel to Chelsea. I mean, that's a long way. That's a very, very long way. Basel, which country is that? Don't even know, man. But we can't compare the Basel, their league. So I think Basel is it Switzerland. I think it's Switzerland. Someone please tell me which country Basel is. But he came from Basel to Chelsea, so he's going to still need to adapt. And the Premier League is very, very fast, very, very fastly, obviously, and he's going to need to adapt. He's a very, very young player, 19 years old. Yeah, so he could still develop. My two midfield is Cesar Casadei, a man who collected red card against Southampton, and he don't really play for us in the Premier League, but in the Conference League, obviously, he has been so far so good. He has been very, very good. He has played all right anytime he scored upon. So I'm going to start him there alongside with Kenan Drewsby Hall. And I have a little bit of worry on how this midfield is going to survive, because both of them, none of them, maybe Casadei, but none of them are really, really, good when it comes to being defensively. But I'm not seeing us going defensively against Astana. I think we're going to go all attack. We are going to go all gun blazing. We're going to be coming for them. This is going to be another Noah's game, another Southampton setting, another not Tottenham game, because I'm not sure they could score. They have players like Godfrey, who's very, very good. The highest goal scorer this season in the league. I think in the league this season, actually, he's the highest goal scorer, and I think they signed him before the season starts. Obviously, he's a Nigerian. My love for Nigerians, though. And on the left wing, on the right wing side, sorry, I have Noni Madueke. You see him. Started in the midweek against Southampton. He didn't start against Tottenham. You get me? He didn't start against Tottenham, and I have a feeling he might be starting our weekend game with who are we playing Brentford, because Neto is yellow carded, so he's going to definitely miss the next Premier League match. So he might be starting that game. And the number 10 row, we have Joao Felix, who he didn't come in. He didn't play Tottenham. Yeah, he hasn't played Tottenham, but he played the midweek. We saw how good he was. He looked very, 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 very good. He looked like I said, if not that, the player he's competing with is just so good, man. He can't do much. I think he should be starting. See, Joao Felix starts for a lot of team in England. A lot of team in England. A lot of team. I think Joao Felix starts for Liverpool. I think Joao Felix, maybe not Arsenal. I think he starts for what's the name? Man City right now, because obviously they don't have really good players right now as of now. I think he starts for who else? Who else is in? He starts for Manchester United. They obviously don't have any player. Yeah, they're being shit. I mean, SIHT in a minute. You get me? And we'll move to the left wing side. A man that has been proving us all wrong. In the Conference League, I think he has had more than 5-6 goals contribution. He's obviously scored in our last Conference League match against Heidi, which was assisted by Jordan Sancho. You get me? Mykhailo Mudryk, who has been good so far. I think he's been ill, so he didn't play in the midweek, and he wasn't on the bench as well for Tottenham. So I'm expecting maybe he returns this match. Obviously, we are still going to get Enzo Maresca's press conference, and then we are going to know whether Mudryk returns. And on the number 9 position, I have Christopher Nkunku, who has been the highest goal scorer. I think he's the highest goal scorer in the Conference League, and he's Chelsea highest goal scorer. Has scored 15 times for Chelsea this season so far, so good. So this is my starting 11. So tell me what you think, what you think we should change. Just help me out, tell me who you think we should start. You get me? And now let's get to the scoreline prediction, bruh. See, we are going to win this match easily. I think Jorgensen keeps a clean sheet. If disaster doesn't start, then maybe Jorgensen keeps a clean sheet. Or maybe if Astana isn't, because let me not lie, I haven't seen them play. I'm just going off stats, numbers of their last game and analyzing their last game based on my research. And I think they're a good team. But it's not a team that we can win. So because that there is no Sanchez in the goalpost, I think I'll be predicting a 4-0 win. It might be more. A 4-0 win. A 4-0 win. Mudryk scores again, obviously. Noni Madueke, I think he's getting a brace in this match easily, because he plays well when there is a target at his back, and his position is being questioned. And he came in against Aston Villa, he assisted. Played against Southampton, he scored, he assisted. He didn't have much time against Tottenham to do anything, so I'm expecting he's going to make an impact in this game, definitely. I love Noni Madueke when there is a target on his back, and right now there's a target on his back. There's a chip on his shoulder. He has to prove a lot of people wrong, and I believe he's going to turn up. That's when you see Noni Madueke. You're going to see the Noni Madueke that played against Wolverhampton. Obviously, Noni Madueke is one of my favorite Chelsea players, so I might be a little bit biased towards him. So that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you after the match. Go be.